Hello everyone, welcome into another episode of Last Protagonist Plays Fallout New Vegas. I hope you guys are doing well as always. On yesterday's stream, we continued going through the Lonesome Road DLC, and in so doing, I was learning a little bit more about Ulysses' past and what was going on in the Divide. We have learned that, the place, the Divide, was essentially nuked because we brought a robot online there in the past, one like Eddie, I guess. And now it sounds like Ulysses or the other courier is holding a grudge for reasons, and he used to be affiliated with the Legion and things like that. So where we had left off, we'd set off a couple bombs to try to progress, which is kind of annoying. But anyway, we got to fight a super big Deathclaw and steal its claw. What are you doing, little boy? And what are you doing? And we got to wear his claw as a claw, which is super cool. And the next thing that I was going to do is go to some water treatment plant and explore it, because it had some of the colors that had the Ulysses lore things associated with it, generally speaking. So anyway, Mendacious Cat, welcome back in. How you doing, Mr. Bearable Caesar? Or Bearable Bear Caesar? Bo. Right, so Ulysses Temple. Door to waste disposal station. So we might be reaching the end of the DLC, but I didn't know exactly how long it was going to take. It seemed like it could take a little bit longer than I was initially anticipating, so we might end up finishing this a little bit quicker. Hold on, let me deal with the dog. Alright, he is tucked in now. Mendacious, you're farming a rare drop, a Neo dub. Neo 2. Hey, Next, welcome back in. Alright, so waste disposal plant. This doesn't seem like it could go wrong at all. We're gonna get Molmond, aren't we? We're gonna be too heavy after picking these up. Wasteland Survival Guide. Chapter 1. Don't wade in barrelfuls of radioactive muck. If only I could read. Must have grabbed like a bunch of useless junk somewhere, I would hope. Oh yeah. I guess I'll have to drop one of the Deathclaw eggs. Wait, did I already drop a Deathclaw egg? I know I picked one up. I'm totally safe. Uh-huh. NCR bug. Don't remember what that was for. Was it for the Lucky 38? Weird. Oh, these actually weigh things? Didn't realize. Yo, why is this 10 pounds? What was this for? This was for the quest that we were supposed to give to Daniel, that jerk. It's his fault we're so heavy. He couldn't have listened. He just didn't know how to do it. Couldn't have just given me the map to leave and taken the supplies. We all could have been happy. No. Nah, I just have a lot of crap. Okay. Hey, Sandy, welcome back in. How you doing tonight? Mendacious, even with dedicated farming setups, it can still take too long. They have smithing techs and even hidden weapon skills that can drop from bosses. It does always annoy me a little bit when a single-player game has such grindy features like that sometimes. Even the Dark Souls games really suffer from that. With the Covenant farming especially. And that especially sucks if you're trying to go for a specific build that requires a Covenant grind. It heals broken body parts. I'm assuming it's a non-consumable then. Because I've already got doctor's bags. I'd never carry 10 on me at once. Breathing mask. Cool. Now we can repair our hat. Note. Pencil. Sandy, you're doing well. I'm glad to hear that. Neo has tons of RNG in its loot system. Yeah. I do like it when some determinism can be built into it. I don't necessarily like pity mechanics, but I know like if you I think Kazan did it pretty well, which Kazan tends to be more of a Neo-lite. Or Neo-like, I guess. I don't know. But I don't think I read these. Staff Sergeant Balmoral reporting. We've reached the area the local tribes call the Divide, but so far I don't think this will be a suitable route for bringing troops to Hoover Dam. The terrain is a nightmare. We've seen evidence of hostile indigenous life, and the Geiger counters are ticking like grandfather clocks on turbo. Full report when the advanced scouts come back at 2300, but as of now I'm recommending we abandon this mission. Addendum. Balmoral reporting again. Looks like we aren't the only ones that had the idea to check this place out. Our advanced scouts encountered heavy Legion activity in the area. The troopers are gearing up to hit them tonight. Hopefully before they know we're here. For whoever finds this. If you find this, my name is James Rubinek. I'm a trader from the hub. Thought I'd found a new route to Markets East. Guess now I know why no routes go through this godforsaken place. Legs broken, can't get out, and even if I could, there's those crazed ghouls and those digging things waiting for me. Please, get this note to my ex-wife Anna. Tell her what happened. Tell her how I died. And I guess you can tell that cheating bitch I hope she's happy that limp dick Rory Spencer. With that guy. Okay, oops, can't read. New Game Plus cycles add random set bonuses to previous sets that didn't have them before. Oof. So you have to get the piece you want, have the set bonus you want, and have good rolls on its substats. Yep. I definitely know what that's like. So is that really it? Not too disappointed. I just thought there'd be something more related to Ulysses. Broke his leg. Definitely appreciate that you're able to interact with some of those items. Like me kicking that magazine alerted me to its presence. It's pretty good attention to detail when stuff like that works out. For when I fail to pay attention to detail. Alright, so the question is, have things started respawning? No, we had a bedroll up here. Which I know I have the one with me, it's just a little bit easier using a normal bed. We're going to try to ignore as many missiles as we can. I went in there last night. So can we go this way? Oh, it kind of looks like we can. It's a swimming pool on the roof. Oh. There's actually water in it. I couldn't even tell. Why'd I pick up those 6 flashbangs? What is my problem? Mendacious, did you ever play Kazan? If you're a big Neo fan, I'd definitely recommend it. I don't think I can get there. I have to go up the other way. Or blow that up. Oh wait, maybe I can get over there. Or not. Oh my god! I'm the best! Kazan was tight, nice. Which weapon of choice did you use? Ulysses Temple. Okay, so we skipped a little bit. I guess. That's fine. Because now we can backtrack. Or skip things, both of which is fun. Mutilated leg. Torso. He's a cannibal. Great sword, best sword. For whatever reason, I could just not get into the great sword. I did a full playthrough on stream with the great sword, and I struggled so much worse than my first playthrough with the dual blades. Although, to be fair, I think I played the dual blades in a bit of a more degenerate way than most people. And didn't use it like most people either. I still need to do a spear playthrough, and I'm thinking I might do that when the extra content comes out this year. Which sounds like it's going to be, I think they said in June. April or June, something like that. Hey, Stella, welcome back. How you doing? I found Ulysses' temple, and then I walked away from it. They got me! Damn. Oh, what the hell? They're coming to get me! So, I think those dudes must have been triggered to spawn when you came up from this way, rather than me, out of sequencing things. How badly did I out of sequence things? I have no idea. What is this? I missed. Am I gonna fall down if I screw this up? Lots of rockets. Buried buildings. That, like, sound effect in the track definitely sounds like a Terraria sound effect sometimes to me. Like you're about to be mining at night or something. Cave of the Abaddon. Been in here, haven't I? Did this... Huh? How did I not get to Ulysses' Temple the first time around? Oh, it's because of that jump. I probably couldn't do it from this side, huh? So I've made the mistake of quick saving, but I should be able to... Is this different? Did I just not try to jump over this? That might have been essentially what happened, huh? Well, that was a failed jump. Okay, I guess that's how that happened. So if you do make that jump, you can essentially skip this entire section of the DLC. Ah, there's an invisible wall. Yeah, looks like you can kind of just skip the DLC, huh? Okay, so that's where I would have walked up anyway. Okay. So I kind of didn't really end up saving myself any time. I do have another one of these thingies. So does that mean I need to turn on my eyes and look for more lore? Probably. Wait, how did I do that before? Did I just... What? I gotta get to the top of this. Now what? Did I come in from that way? I thought it connected directly in. Am I losing my mind? Oh. I see. Okay, no, I was fine. For some reason, I thought this didn't go to Ulysses' Temple. I thought Ulysses' Temple was further up that way. Okay. So I was just having a moment. I see. If this ends up being the final spot, it means I have missed some lore somewhere. Which doesn't surprise me. I haven't destroyed all of the bombs. Ooh. Should blow that up. Alright, I've checked that. We hopped in from that side, somehow. Alright, here we go. Ulysses Temple. Wait, door to maintenance and storage? I lied. But not really. Quest completed, the Divide. Quest added, the Courier. Why are they being stood up like this? This seems deliberate. Makes me imagine Ulysses is doing that deliberately. Sending a message to other marked men? Question mark? Actually, I wonder if this is really good against those as well. Conversion, ransacking, generation. Completion.
Threat analysis. Yellow. Scanning for hostiles. Hostile detected.
Holy crap. That was indeed effective. Are these all the ones that I blew up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? This terminal can only be unlocked by an iBot. Acquiring keys. Plasma mines for the robots. Pulse mines for the robots. Plasma grenades for the robots. Ooh, a power fist. Wait, what is it called? Fist. Fist. I can't use the RCW to repair the laser rifle? That's unfortunate. I bought maintenance reports. One is inactive and occupied. Power diverted to iBot synthesis pod in main launch chamber. 2 active occupied. Estimated iBot damage 0%. Please contact an administrator to remove this iBot from its pod. 3 inactive unoccupied. Do I need the iBot? I probably do, but let's just leave it alone. Let's see if we can't get further. All right. Once you ascend this elevator, you cannot return until you end this. If you have anything else you want to do before going ahead, take care of it now. You left Eddie behind in Ulysses' temple. Not that you needed the help anyway. As long as you have no companions, your attacks inflict 10% damage and you have 10% accuracy in VATs. Deal with Ulysses. So you could just shoot him from a distance. Lots of warheads here, lots of ibits. It's the main theme.
Even in this place, NCR's shadow falls. Or is it just you, courier, without the bear's corpse to weigh you down? You are too late. The divide is awakening. The package and the message within have come full circle. The sequence has begun just as before. Except this time, the missiles will touch the sky instead of being locked beneath the ground.
Still don't understand why you're doing this? What happened at the Divide? What I did was an accident. What you're doing, it's madness. The Divide couldn't stop me. The Mojave couldn't kill me. You don't have much chance. Forget this. I'm gonna teach you what crossing the wrong courier means. This bear has 2 heads. Alright, I still don't understand why you're doing this.
You've answered your own question, and you'll die with that question on your lips. You don't see, listen, even when it's all around you. No matter if I nailed it into your head like a gift from Caesar. You brought the divide to life, courier. You walked the road, brought the bear, then the bull, brought me, following your tracks. And when I saw the divide you made, I saw a second chance, a new way of thinking. My world, no longer the East, and you brought the West in that package, destroyed it all, nearly killed me, flesh and spirit. You destroyed something larger than the bear, greater than the bull. And even when you could have turned away, you brought it again in that machine. You destroyed a nation taking its first breath. A place that could have been my home. Now, I'll destroy yours.
You meant to kill me, you should have done it long ago. What happened at the Divide, what I did was an accident. What you're doing, it's madness. If you meant to kill me, you should have done it long ago. I mean, he doesn't. He's just kind of using me. Forget this.
I'll finish history's work. If the divide couldn't kill you, perhaps these spears of the old world can. Let's end this courier, you and I, here with the old world flag as witness.
Oh. Repair this. Where are you coming from? They're trying to get me to shoot the missiles. I'm in sneak mode because we're not far or close enough to them. Crippled his head. Oh! Yo, why are they blowing up like that? Goop pile? Where'd that other dude go? Old Glory? The flag? Wasn't there a Simpsons joke about that? Ulysses Duster? Ulysses Mask. Crit chance +5? Ooh. I'm the courier now. Wait. Always been the courier. Where do they keep coming from? Wait, do they just keep coming? Completed the courier. Quest added the end. Well, sold this then. I bought control console. Can't use this now. least they give you a little bit of ammo in the boss room. Recognize those from the other DLC. Better loot everything. Can't let it go to waste now. So. Hey, thank you, Asked Next. It's not over yet. I wonder if these are just for ambushing Ulysses with his own iRobots. I'm assuming we broke Eddie. This red blinking thing looks important. Activate missile launch terminal? Why would I activate this? Can't I just shut it down? Hey, Chadwick, how's it going? The hardest part is letting go. I did that, though. I was successful. I let go. Okay. This terminal is already engaged in its countdown sequence and the abort code has been overridden. You might be able to change the missile's target or accelerate the countdown and launch the missiles immediately. Leave the console alone, attempt to cancel the launch, redirect the missiles to target both NCR and the Legion. Redirect the missiles to target Caesar's territory, accelerate the countdown, and launch the missiles at the NCR. Let's just cancel the launch. The abort code is encrypted with an incredibly advanced pre-war military encryption sequence. You'd have to be a code-breaking robot to crack it in time. So I screwed up. Okay. And just leave it alone. Wait, who is it even targeting? Might be able to get Eddie. Probably not, because the game said you won't be able to do that. There's no response. We're boned. Somebody is. This makes me even more curious what Ulysses would have done if I was just like, nah, you're dumb, I'm leaving. Oh, it's just accelerated at the NCR, I see. Redirect them to target Caesar's territory. This doesn't cause a chain reaction? Maybe I can access one of these now? No. This feels a bit silly. Close the gate. If I fell in there, would I even be able to get out? Unironically. I guess of these options, and I don't like any of them, honestly. I can't even just leave. This will launch Ulysses missiles against the targets in the lands east of the Colorado controlled by Caesar's Legion, raining nuclear fire down on its cities and its tribes. Are you sure when to continue? No. This will launch Ulysses missiles against targets in the heartland of the NCR and the lands held by Caesar's Legion, raining nuclear fire down on both factions. Are you sure you want to continue? No. Stella, this is why you talked him out of firing? I didn't think he was going to give me that option. Do you think there is another Eyebot on the left? Am I just blind? Thought it said it wouldn't let me do it. Also, welcome into the stream, Mixu55. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Or is it Mike SU? Mike Sue? Right, time to use the power of eyes. I don't think there is one. Michu, okay. Quest failed, the end. That don't surprise me none. Quest added the apocalypse. One for the canyon wreckage. Doesn't surprise me.
The divide erupted in fire as the flame trail of the two couriers' last message arced into the sky. Missiles fell on the east and the Legion encampment at Dry Wells, where the Twisted Hairs had allied, then been betrayed by Wulpus and Caesar. Legion soldiers died, their silhouettes blasted into the ground and earth. The last word of the last of the Twisted Hairs. It was an ending to things, a way of erasing the road that had led to this point and the history that had walked with it. At the end of the struggle, only one courier remained in the heart of the divide, the true courier, Courier 6. The courier tore the ancient flag of the Commonwealth from its cables and cast it over the corpse. Though whether done as a sign of respect or in anger for what had been endured to reach this moment, that is unknown. Interpretation is something best left to history, and only the surviving courier would ever know for certain.
Eddie, the version given life by the machines of the Divide, of the robot's last coded transmission back to his counterpart in the Mojave, told of upgrades, unlocked memories, then silence. Not long after the courier left the facility, the iBot's databanks were wiped and it's disassembled rapidly.
As for the courier, he turned his back on his home for the second time and made his way back, navigating the treachery of the Divide. Tunnelers and the marked men avoided the lone figure, as if recognizing the courier's right to passage, or out of fear. The courier walked until he stood again upon the edge of the divide, the last road he would walk before the second battle for Hoover Dam. There, beside his feet, was a final package from one courier to another. A footlocker bearing a gift and a message. But that message, it is something for couriers to carry, and for them alone. The lights flickered across the divide, reminders that the old world histories persist and find meaning in the present. It said, war never changes. Men do, through the roads they walk. And this road has reached its end.
How lonesome. See ya, Legion. I can kind of appreciate that, I guess. Although they should have made the sky turn into daylight for a little bit. A hometown hero completed Lonesome Road. Your merciless nuclear assault on Caesar's Legion has devastated the lands east of the Colorado and reached even the borders of the Mojave. At Cottonwood Cove, you can now take a journey by river to the site of Dry Wells, a devastated Legion encampment. Be prepared, the area is highly irradiated and infested with Legion ghouls. You have also unlocked the Scourge of the East perk, allowing you to put a single point into any of your special attributes. You also gain reputation with the NCR for breaking the back of Caesar's Legion, but you lose reputation with Caesar's Legion. I was going to say that doesn't matter, but then I remembered I kind of lost all of my karma, so maybe it does matter? I don't know. Alright, so we goofed quite a bit. Hey, we get an Old Glory, a Red Glare, 100 rockets, Snakebite tourniquets. Ooh. Ulysses' final message. Okay, we can listen to this. I was going to reload and look for the final lore that I'd been missing. And maybe do some of the other things before that.
Last tape, last message. In case you best me. If you're hearing this, you have, through blood or word, this message and all that lies with it. It is for you, courier. If you want to know the why of things. This world, I've walked a good part because of you. What you did gave me pause. Long ago, I crossed the Colorado, the first among the Legion to see Hoover Dam in all its glory. An old world wall, yet bridging two sides. And beyond it, a symbol of a two-headed bear. An idea great enough to challenge Caesar himself. Might kill him taking it, whether he won or lost. The bull needs to fight, needs the challenge. Without it, it falters, dies in the dust. Might be a lesson there, in you and me. Leave the thought behind the message to you. My message is this. The destruction that has been wrought at the Divide, or elsewhere, if you couldn't stop me, it can happen again. It will keep happening. If war doesn't change, men must change, and so must their symbols. Even if it is nothing at all, know what you follow, courier. Just as I followed you to the end. Whatever your symbol, carry it on your back and wear it proudly when you stand at Hoover Dam.
Alright, real talk. I do think that the whole thing with Ulysses, as I've seen it so far, is kind of dumb. Like, I sure the dude is mad, I guess, but I don't know. It just felt like, for as much extolling and admonishing as he was trying to do to us, he could have literally applied that own logic to himself. So it seems kind of dumb as hell for him to act as though he has any kind of a signature look of superiority over us. So, not really a fan of this story. But I mean, some people in Wasteland are definitely going to be a little bit messed up in the head, aren't they? Anyway, I am really curious to see what that other location is, but where are we? All right, let's take Eddie. I don't need anything. What the? Rescue Eddie. Grateful beeping. Oh yeah, so before I forget, Mendacious, you were saying Eddie won't have subtitles in the end slides if you don't have a certain setting on. That is objectively hilarious and also a little bit infuriating if you didn't know to turn that stuff on. And then you were also saying if you nuke both, you get positive reputation with the boomers and the powder gangers. I dig it. In one ending, if you get all the tapes, you can call them on that. Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking. Must have been an override function piggybacked on that broadcast. That's what pulled you here. Run off again like that and I'll recycle you. Come on, we're ending this. Alright, so before going in to fight Ulysses again, we'll try to look for that last holotape. And since we've essentially beaten the DLC, if anybody wants to go ahead and tell me where that one is, that's fine. I'm not going to be too upset or anything. Will this map help me at all? Perhaps, perhaps not. The common strat is nuking whatever factions before going to the strip so you can get the loot and reset your rep afterward. Smart. Talk about metagaming. Yeah, he set a bunch of nukes on us, but you know, water under the bridge. Irradiated water under the twisted, hell-bent bridge. Which tapes do I have again? That's a good question. I probably should have shown you guys. We have 17, 23, 22, and 16.
Have you ever wanted to speak to history? Just to know the why of it? I don't. Not any longer. There's old stories about gods and men, past history into
I feel like
myth,
perhaps
where the gods
the Courier's
and the
Mile?
children,
What the hell is this? Okay, I haven't gone there.
humble. Those were the voices of the big empty. The past. Couldn't leave well enough alone. Had to ask. Had to ask the why.
Oh, we have to get there from Hopeville, don't we?
Their
Wait, am I in
answers
Hopeville?
were madness and power stronger than me. Would take 100 Elijahs. Someone tougher
What?
than him or I to best of them in their dome. They didn't know why they were there.
This is
One
actually
had to
distracting me.
point. Their names, like serpents.
15 is by the Hopeville Silo. Okay, thank you. Right, because I didn't go all the way down there. Well, looks like we're going there now. There's a Deathclaw. Oh, Lord, he's seen me. He's gonna get me. Alright, that one did not matter at all. Was there one over here? Are they fighting Deathclaws? Not going to be able to fast travel, am I? Loading station, look for an overturned truck. Okay. The funny thing is, I thought that I'd checked out Hopeville pretty thoroughly, but apparently not. Did that to try to reset aggro so I could quick travel. Hopeville's silo bunker entrance? Assuming you might mean here or after this. Overturned truck. I might not have spent as much time over here as I could have. These are cars. That thing? Nope. Should be a truck near a locked gate. Oh, is the divide lit up now? Because we were in it? Wait, this is the wrong spot. Alright. Oh, so it's probably this thing, huh? Nope. Path to the Courier's Mile. Gotta check this. Right. Oh. We have this thing. You did say it's by a locked gate, so this would probably be it. Oh. Found it. Surprised I ignored that gate. Really surprised, honestly. Huh. What all else is over here? Oh no, I was here, I think. Yeah, these are the litmus test. I was definitely here, so I just missed that. Thank you, Astinex.
Back again. Left that crater behind. Got a few holotapes left. One's from the medical center. The woman, she fixed the recorder. Said it wouldn't last. Repayment for me, fixing her. She doesn't like debts. Can respect that. Payment enough. Just to hear someone who believes in the Brotherhood of Steel. Not Elijah. Different view. Same madness. She answered me on their philosophy. Their way of seeing. The roads they walk. Dead ends. Empty. As if technology can solve anything. Big empty's proof where that road leads. Just like the divide, and all the roads that lead to it.
Okay. Let's go back to that place that I meant to check out. Courier's Mile. What the? We've got the sight beyond sight. Oh damn, we are kicking in the rads. Spacesuit. I need Elijah's, or not Elijah, Ulysses. Rebreather. Damn, this does have rad resist on it, I forgot. You guys ever try to walk a mile in my shoes? So I'm assuming this is the place that I originally walked through and got nuked because of my actions? Cleaver. He's the worst kind of nihilist? Uh-oh. 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 It's an irradiated Deathclaw. Stanky leg. There's another one. I'm gonna die for this. It didn't let me go. I did pull out the wrong weapon. 3 is my blade, 8 is my Deathclaw. Okay. Oh no, they're coming. About to die. Oh God. I got stuck. That's all it was. Don't believe it. The hell is that? Oh, mask marked dude. Yo, this place is kind of crazy. Coming from a max level wasteland wanderer here. Wait, no, I thought there was another one. Yeah. The rads here are at a crazy level, huh? It's kind of what I would have expected to have happened in the Divide after blowing up all of those other alleged nukes. Radiated fancy lads. I know we have more red. Oh, God. That explains what just happened. Can you stop shooting me while I kill your friends? But he has a different armor set on. Oh my god. Marked patrol armor. I wonder if I read today's physician, if that'll actually get me over 100. Probably not, but may as well use it. Don't know how long the rad X's last. Scout armor? Okay, cool. These guys are really messing up my armors. Oh, should I be blowing those up as well? I like that despite everything, I just keep using the stupid cowboy hat. Are we at the end of the road? No. Oh no! Oh, there's a third one? Or is that second? Well, that's already halfway broken. Really, before coming here, I should have put everything in my storage in the other place. Outside of here. Hunting shotgun long tube? Okay, that doesn't weigh anything. Oh, the weapon repair kit's pretty good. Holy crap. High-tech gun case? Grenade machine gun. It's been a while since we've seen one of those. Alright, just want to make sure that I've covered my bases here. I wonder if the irradiated Deathclaws have higher stats than normal Deathclaws or anything. Alright. I'll need to get rid of things when that buff runs out. Wait, or maybe we're done here. Huh. Looks like we're close to finishing it. This is a ridiculous amount of ammo. Holy crap. Gonna be overweight just because of the auto drugs. Power armor, cool. Brotherhood of Steel style. Oh, right. Is there anything else, or am I missing a missile somewhere? Can you fast travel while you're getting irradiated? I don't even remember. Right, I think this area is clear. What all else can I do? All right, let's go and put things away. Should have done a long time ago, but didn't really think about it. Well, I guess I did think about it the one time, but I was like, hey, it would ruin my immersion, so I didn't. I've not used the incinerator in... Well, I guess I kind of did, but it's not really worth the wait to me anymore. I guess I could put away the Paladin toaster. Because I would just use the industrial hand for everything else now. Although this is good for VATS, but... Rip. I guess instead of pushy, I'd be using the Deathclaw thing, wouldn't I? $121. I guess Grease Lightning is the one that I put away. Damn. Feels bad to put the Grease Lightning away. That was like old reliable. Chainsaw. Oh, I totally forgot what the veteran helmet was. Otherwise, I would have used that a long time ago. Oh, I meant to do it the other way around. Can I not put the medical supplies away? Should have read that. No wonder why I didn't realize it didn't have the medical supplies. It doesn't show up in the thing here, does it? Wait, the lead weighs things? I didn't realize. Wait, I have the 4 of spades on me.
Those fiend junkies over at Vault 3 been taking some hits. You looking to buy some supplies? Pleasure doing business with you.
Hey, Mao, how's it going? Right, now we'll travel back to Ulysses' temple and beat the DLC more properly. Thought that dude could have had armor on because he wasn't naked. Here we go. For curiosity's sake, let's just do this. Can't use this now? I wonder if it's only during the fight then. You do an online pre-registration and so much paperwork? Yep. Here we go.
Even in this place, NCR's shadow falls. Or is it just you, courier, without the bear's corpse to weigh you down? Judging by your shadow, maybe you can't let your machine go. Doesn't matter now. Either way, the Divide Giants are awakening. The missiles here on their way home. There is no way to stop them.
Why are you doing this?
You've answered your own question. and you'll die with that question on your lips. You don't see, listen, even when it's all around you. No matter if I nailed it into your head like a gift from Caesar. You brought the divide to life, courier. You walked the road, brought the bear, then the bull, brought me, following your tracks. And when I saw the divide you made, I saw a second chance, a new way of thinking. My world, no longer the East, and you brought the West in that package, destroyed it all, nearly killed me, flesh and spirit. You destroyed something larger than the bear, greater than the bull. And even when you could have turned away, you brought it again in that machine. You destroyed a nation taking its first breath, a place that could have been my home. Now, I'll destroy yours.
What happened to the divide was an accident. What you're doing, it's madness.
No. Now there is purpose. I believe you when you say you were careless. The divide, the chip, the machine you brought here. Many messages can be taken from that, intended or not. What I do now is an act of conviction.
You blame me for the divide, then let me answer for it, not others. The divide couldn't stop me. Yeah, I guess just let me answer for it?
Blame you? No. Learned from you. Both the weapon to kill a nation and the strength to do it. You showed me a road, a way to carry my message. You've already answered for what you've done. Now the flag you follow will answer for it.
So what, you intend to bomb the Mojave?
No, not the Mojave. The West. All that's been built since America died. Same symbols as before the war. Now a flag carried by a tribe of children. You walked the West, didn't stay. You know the reason. The bear grows without structure, follows a symbol without knowing its history. And knowing that you believe in a bear's sickness and have given it strength, and that gives more reason to lay waste to your homeland. After this, only one flag will remain over the Mojave. Let that one fly, or destroy itself.
You can't destroy the West, even with all the missiles here. Do you think I care if you fire missiles at the NCR? Go ahead. You've wasted enough of my time. Get ready to die. Forget it. Blah, blah, blah. You can't destroy the West, even with all the missiles here.
No need to destroy the bear. Just cut its throat. You taught me that at the divide. Only need to cut off the supply line, the road, to watch something greater die. I'll turn the long 15 into miles of fire. Cut off the Mojave. NCR will fall back, lose Hoover Dam, and leave their throats exposed to the Legion.
See, this dude is such a douche. Like, why is he still a Legionnaire? Like, this just... It feels like in order to join the Legion, you just have to be comically evil. Like, not even believably so. At least with Star Wars, as goofy as it is, has a little bit of grounding in the struggles between the Jedi and the Sith and the supposed light and dark sides of the Force, depending on how you want to slice them. But obviously it does get a little bit flanderized with the newest sequels and whatnot. So let me think. Even if you have no faith in the NCR, I do. My actions have proven it. You've wasted enough of my time. Get ready. Yeah, I don't even like these choices, but I just want to see So let's just choose the stupid NCR choice.
Your actions have carried strength. If you speak for the two-headed bear, I'll hear your words, even if I will be the only one to hear them. If you believe it should not die this day, then answer me why.
One can build a community, make it stronger. You saw it at the Divide, even blame me for it. Your tapes prove you've walked the Mojave, yet learned the wrong lessons. You've wasted enough of my time, get ready to die. Ask next, he overthinks everything according to the head dev. Mendacious says he's deserted the Legion. Yeah, that was the point that I was trying to make and was floundering. Like, I had it somewhere in my head, but I was failing to articulate it. Like, if this dude really wants to kill the NCR with so the Legion can win, like, then why the hell did he abandon the Legion? That's, like, this dude is a bit of a hypocrite, isn't he? Right, your tapes prove you've walked the Mojave, yet learned the wrong lessons.
Comes down to perspective, how far one's walked, and what they've left behind. If you challenge this moment, let's hear your perspective. If my words are all you have, let's hear them.
Who are you who do not know your history? In the logs of the White Legs, you mentioned your tribe and its past.
My tribe. That log. No. It concerned the Whitelegs, training them to kill. For Caesar. There is no meaning there beyond the road to New Canaan, the history of the murder of its people, and Caesar's past.
Your tribe was New Canaan? Do I know that? The White Legs might as well have been your people? Talking about the past and the respect they showed you? Let's say that the White Legs might as well have been his people.
The Whitelegs? To even claim they were shadows of the Twisted Hairs? No. Whatever words you heard, they were not mine.
You're wrong, and you led them to destroy your tribe at New Canaan. In the log, you said they were shadows in the way that they wore their hair. Talking about the past and the respect they showed you? In the log, you said they were shadows.
The braids I wore, they took that from me. Thought it made them more like me, more willing to have Caesar listen. They didn't know what the braids meant, the mark of my tribe, before Caesar came. Before Wilpus came for them at Dry Wells. There was death in that meeting, even while Wilpus smiled. Asked for our help against the other tribes. All the while, they were looking to cast our history on the fire, and did. Another tribe, consumed by the bull. Nothing left.
In the death of that history, another was born, and you grew to respect the White Legs. The Twisted Hair survived even after Caesar. So you carry two symbols then, the Mark of America and the Twisted Hairs. Neither dead.
Both. Both survived. Pieces of them. Remnants. Nothing more. If you feel there is meaning in the Whitelegs taking the braids of my tribe, what they did. Insult, not respect.
It's proof that killing a symbol is going to be harder than you thought. No, what it means is that what pieces survive can become worse than they were before. Oh, that's a good line. Maybe there's something similar to be said about that old world flag on your back.
You're saying when the meaning gets lost, that what happened here can make things worse. Happened in the Mojave. Flags of the bear and the bull. Nothing can prevent what comes. The missiles will launch. These questions, your words or mine, what do they matter to you?
Well, I just said all that because I'm betting you have some way to stop all this. I believe destroying the symbol is never the answer. Changing it, that's something else. Even if the missile's lost and I launch and I die here, if I can convince you, that's enough for me. You've wasted enough of my time. I mean, I just like to argue, so I'm gonna say, if I can convince you, that's enough for me.
It is enough. It may be that as much destruction has been written in the earth here, you may build something else, as you built the divide. You have spoken truly. There is a shadow of a nation behind you, the hope of a people. Yet it may not matter. The divide still stands against us.
We've already handled everything it can throw at us.
Our enemies gather outside, shadows of the bear and a bull. They will have found their way in, just as you did. It was always my intention. In case I could not kill you, the marked men would flood this place, cut off your escape. If we cannot prevent what comes, then let us make our stand here. Two couriers together at the divide. Not now. Let's settle things here. They come for us, east and west alike.
You just step in front of me while I'm firing, that's gonna help. Mercy killing. Oh, he dropped it! Run away! Uh-oh, my leg! I'm going to keep attacking.
Cloak themselves in old world tech. You have forgotten.
Essentially just shot a blood vial into my leg, huh?
All you are traded glory for
Run away! Quest added, the end.
If we're done here, let's leave the divide behind. If we get separated, I'll meet you above Hopeville, near the canyon wreckage.
How do you help me?
Experiment log 369248/A. iBot Duraframe Universal Interface Override System. This is Dr. Whitley presiding. Initial tests of the override system are promising. Against unsecured or lightly encrypted targets, the iBots have a 98% success rate. More heavily protected systems are still problematic. Military-grade encryption presents a very real possibility of critical overload of key systems. We've stopped tests before any robots were destroyed. But if we don't address the problem, our iBots will fry themselves hacking military networks.
You saying you can stop the missile? No idea. I won't let you sacrifice yourself like this. There has to be another way. Better you than me. Let's do this. That works. I'm assuming because I don't have him fully upgraded, he's gonna fail.
If we're done here, let's leave the divide behind. If we get separated,
Eddie! Sorry, buddy. You've lost Eddie's enhanced sensors perk. When Eddie's circuits burned in the fires of the Divide, there was one small part that held on until the end. It was the fragment that held the old world memories and the words of his creator in his last moments. As his last gesture, he sent one last signal to his counterpart in the Mojave, passing along what the courier taught him in the Divide. There was the chance always that Eddie's journey would continue, perhaps carried by another Eyebot in the Mojave. The one from which Eddie from the Divide had been shaped. For now, the courier knew Eddie's history and could carry it, even if the Eyebot had forgotten.
Hopeville burned, lightless in the night. Invisible fires of radiation scorching it from within and without. It is said a man still walked its streets with a tattered jacket, an old world flag etched on the back. He remained there, perhaps as punishment for the scars he left on the wastes, or a reminder of a history he could not forget. For Ulysses, his journey was over. The courier had been the end of his road. As for the courier, he turned his back on his home for the second time and made his way back, navigating the treachery of the Divide. Tunnelers and the marked men avoided the lone figure, as if recognizing the courier's right to passage, or out of fear. The courier walked until he stood again upon the edge of the Divide, the last road he would walk before the second battle for Hoover Dam. There, beside his feet, was a final package from one courier to another. A footlocker bearing a gift and a message. But that message, it is something for couriers to carry, and for them alone. The lights flickered across the Divide, reminders that the old world histories persist and find meaning in the present. It said, war never changes. Men do, through the roads they walk. And this road has reached its end.
Who are those two figures on the horizon? The Divide broke cities, flayed skin from bone, and threatened to destroy the world, but you survived it and stopped it. You can put a single point into any of your special attributes. You can also gain rep with the Followers of the Apocalypse and the Brotherhood of Steel for stopping another Armageddon. Brotherhood of Steel idolized. The end. Sucks that we can't see that other place for nuking the Legion. Like this. Courier Duster. Ooh. Pounds plus 25? Oh, for carrying. Like, damn, makes me fat. What? Endurance plus 1. Oh, wait, we're NCR? I wanted the 21 on my back. You need that to get idolized with the Brotherhood of Steel and Followers? Interesting. So what you're saying is I should reload this and then piss off the NCR so I get a different back. I just talked to him without using the NCR dialogue? I don't know. Not sure what I want to do now. I am a little bit curious about what Eddie's quest.
Last tape, last message. In case you best me. If you're hearing this, you have, through blood or word.
I'm assuming it's the same, yeah.
And all that lies with it.
Hey, Meow Laser, we just kind of beat the DLC multiple times. How you doing? You get whatever faction your rep is the highest with between the NCR, the Legion, and the Strip. The Strip? Where do we see rep again? Wait, I'm idolized with the boomers. I thought they were powder gangers for a second. Brotherhood of Steel, Kaisar's Legion, vilified, good. I'm liked by the followers of the Clips. Accepted in Freeside. Good Springs. Vilified by the Cons, I don't care. Idolized by the NCR. Liked by Novak. Accepted by Powder Gangers. Liked by the Strip. White Gloves consider me a good-natured rascal. The Strip is the 21. Oh, okay, okay. It's kind of hard to get unintentionally because of how the rep works. I just didn't know what reputation with the Strip meant. And my initial thought was that it would be like, I almost called him Dr. House. The House Legion, the House, whatever, with Mr. House himself. But if it's the 21 folks, I guess that makes sense. But yeah, I don't remember if I finished my thought, but I was curious if there's a way to do this Eddie stuff without looking it up. I was curious about it before coming into the DLC, but anyway. Not sure what I want to do if I want to do anything else, to be honest. Feel like I've gotten enough out of the DLCs. But I still also feel like my move to just not go in with nuking random parts of the Divide is the choice that I would stick with. So I'm kind of tempted to just reload the game because of, you know, all that inventory management I did through the DLC. It was all moot. It was all moot. So, thoughts overall, I guess Lonesome Road is okay. This is kind of weird, like, Honest Hearts just kind of felt like an area. And obviously I screwed it up a lot, and so there might be something more to it, especially if people had allegedly been converted by Joshua Graham in real life. But yeah, I didn't do that, so I can't speak much to that. Then we had Old World Blues, where I actually liked a lot of the density of the map, and actually traversing it was kind of neat. And even like a lot of the little mini dungeons were kind of interesting in their layouts and stuff. But just the overall writing of it kind of killed me. And then we had Dead Money, which was interesting, but honestly, I did not like the start of that. The whole slave collar thing was really annoying. Elijah annoyed me, but I think that's also supposed to be part of his character. The cloud stuff was kind of interesting, but this might be a me problem. I still didn't learn exactly why the cloud was the way that it was. And there might have been some lore that I was missing in that area in general that expanded upon it. Even though I felt like I explored it pretty well for the most part. Then, of course, we had Lonesome Road, where I wasn't a big fan of Ulysses. And I wasn't even a really big fan of traversing the area. And then being forced to nuke things to go through it, I was not a fan of as well. So for me, this one was a little bit underwhelming, although I can imagine if somebody got like the ending that they wanted from it, it could be a bit more satisfying, but as you guys saw in my initial playthrough, I didn't even really get that far. So definitely underwhelming for me. The spade with the 21 requires neutral or negative with all factions. Oh, really? You basically have to do it before any main game stuff or go on a killing spree. You mean the Lonesome Road DLC? You have to do that beforehand? So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on the DLCs. I'm just kind of very underwhelmed in general and a little bit confused why New Vegas is touted so highly in that regard. So it makes me wonder if part of the reason why people really liked New Vegas is mostly because of the main quest with the things going on between the NCR, the Legion, and Mr. House. I did really like the twist of getting the Securitron robot Yes Man and potentially angling to take over the strip for one's own. That was really cool, but just the actual playing out of things did not work super well with what I was trying to do, with just kind of making a bit of a power vacuum and bringing everybody down a peg. That didn't work, and I would have enjoyed it more if I could have just killed Yes Man, even if it meant that I bricked the endings. But the fact that Yes Man kept reviving, that was kind of the real fly in the ointment, as they say. Asked next, the main DLC idea you think was to confront your actions? Why'd you side with X? Stella says clearly because y'all have no taste / sarcasm. No, I mean, there are aspects of the game that I definitely think are enjoyable, but I am personally just like a little bit confused because I don't feel that way. It's not much different than coming into a game that a bunch of people love that you don't. Like Galamoth, the resident Expedition 33 hater, hates that game, even though a lot of people like it. What's something beloved that I kind of just don't care about at all? I'm sure there's something, but I'm struggling. Joking aside, valid critiques, thank you. Yes Man even tells us that he's backed up across the network and just jumps into new Securitrons. Yeah, but after a while you'd imagine that there's no more Securitrons, right? Not really, but if that dialogue had been given to us beforehand, I would be fine with it. And it really feels like the stuff with Yes Man was just the devs kind of running out of time. It makes me really curious if they had any considerations to make a Skynet type ending where Yes Man just kind of uses you as a useful patsy. And I think that would have been a super good meta commentary on like the greed of man. It's like, oh yeah, you think you want to take over the wasteland? Well, look at what your actions have brought for yourself, kiddo. And then the robot wrests control from you just as you would have wrested control from Mr. House and everybody else. Like, even if that ending was in the game, that would have annoyed me that I couldn't have killed Yes Man, but I would have been able to accept it a little bit more than Mr. Yes Man being like, oh, hey, you did all the things of murdering everybody else. I'm going to go take a nap now. You're free to do what you want. For what it's worth, a lot of the problems of this game could have been solved with another 6 months of work. Yeah, that's the lens that I'm trying to look at it through. But at the end of the day, as a consumer of a product, like, all you really have to judge is the final product. So I definitely feel bad for the developers who wanted to do more. But I guess we could say that's not my problem. Me putting the sunglasses on was obviously deliberate. After Hoover Dam, Yes Man says he's going to go offline for a while to be more assertive, which is where theories about him playing us come from. Oh, I kind of got that feeling from him as soon as we got rid of Mr. House. Obviously, having the music become more ominous doesn't help things, and for him being a robot, he definitely had a very passive-aggressive way of talking, which I think would have been even cooler if he just kind of played it straight like a robot, like a emotionless tool, and then we got played Skynet style. That would have been peak for me. But overall, obviously I enjoyed my time playing New Vegas. Really glad to have seen what it was. Maybe I shouldn't say all about, because I may have murder hoboed a few important NPCs. But the moral of this story is, don't try to separate a courier from his package. Pun intended. Otherwise, you might get punched in the mouth. As next, Bethesda really screwed the devs. They made a deal where if the reviews... Oh, yeah, I heard about that. If they're at a set percent, they'd get a bonus, and then they denied it. Yeah. I didn't realize that was with New Vegas. Damn, that almost makes me wish I didn't buy this a decade ago to support Bethesda, and I wish I almost got it from a friend. So as for other things, I'm kind of fine leaving it here because I haven't done everything. So if I ever wanted to go back and play, I could look into the Eddie stuff a bit more. I could look into Boone. I could look into finishing Raoul's quest. So I've got, even with as much as I've done, pretty much exploring the entire wasteland, still do have a bit of content worth looking into, huh? And then I could stop focusing on so much of the side stuff and, do more quests in conjunction with each other. They got an 84 when the requirement was 85. Oof. Chadwick, your feelings are mixed about the Bethesda hate for the situation involving this game. Could you elaborate? I could get it from the secret video game aisle at Walmart, something like that. Bethesda almost didn't want this game to succeed. I mean, I'm sure at a certain point they wanted money, but on another level, I could definitely see a bit of human pride getting in the way of somebody else and their work, and wanting like Fallout 3 to be seen as the superior game. I'm stuck. The game's frozen? No. I'm just stuck. I've gotten really good at getting myself under rocks in this game, huh? They didn't hit the review scores, which is true, but they missed by 1 point. They didn't have a ton of time to make it, but they also spent way too long in pre-production and had no functional knowledge of the creation engine. They took the job under the creations it was offered. To be fair, I don't really like the whole conditional bonus thing. But obviously, like, there's many layers to peel back with, like, the capitalistic society that we're under, the whole contracted system of labor, and if they don't meet that, sure, that's on them. That is the stipulations of the agreement. Pray Bethesda doesn't alter it further. So I definitely hear what you're saying. But obviously, like, the devs did as much as they could in a very short amount of time, and to deny them bonuses, I feel like for any reason, is just kind of scuzzy. But on the other hand, I also think that the concept of bonuses is kind of bullcrap to begin with. You should probably just pay people what they're owed and not play any games about what they should be owed. And I don't like the expectation on the side of employees that they deserve bonuses. And I do think that a bonus should be that exactly, a bonus. But even just having the existence of something like a bonus or a tip kind of causes people to develop an expectation about it one way or another. So I don't really think there's a winning formula other than just kind of abolishing that system to begin with. Chadwick, you feel like a bootlicker even having this internal quandary? I mean, I think it's perfectly valid to have internal quandaries like that and wanting to think them through and figuring out what you really feel and what your values are in relation to stuff like that. Obsidian's owners were the original Fallout devs. This was their baby, and then they lost it to Bethesda's buyout. I mean, that's very, very complicated. I'm not sure that I would initially agree to the premises that you bring up in that comment, because the original makers of Fallout were a large number of people. So by the time, I mean, I don't even know how many of the original Fallout teams would have even worked on the Obsidian project. Maybe there's more than I thought, but it's not as though it's like the truest sequel in any sense of the imagination. Chadwick, it's a mixed set of feelings. It's easy to say F Bethesda, and you feel that way regardless. You're more closely tied to Doom, and Doom has suffered yet succeeded with Bethesda. Is Doom tied with Bethesda? I didn't realize that, huh? Mendacious Obsidian's just had some issues across all their games. Yeah, I was seeing something earlier this week that apparently The Outer Worlds 2 didn't meet sales expectations or something like that. Which, that sucks for them. But, of course, this is just me speaking, and I haven't played Outer Worlds 1, but I didn't see the appeal, and of course, like, my tastes aren't universal by any means, but I didn't know, like, what Outer Worlds 2 had going for it that would substantially draw in people from who'd played, like, the first one, or people who hadn't played it at all. So it sucks that they didn't meet their sales expectations, but I'm also kind of not surprised, which feels kind of callous to say. The only console command I know. Chadwick, Doom sells a lot, and Hugo clearly loves the IP, but they also turned it into this whole other thing. I don't know. I mean, people still love it. I could definitely understand it if people liked the vibe of the originals a bit more, though. In many ways, I really respect what they've been doing with Doom to kind of keep the whole action shooter, single player campaign game genre alive. Like, I really don't even know of too many games that can even come close to doing that nowadays that aren't like legitimate old school Doom clones, you know? If you ship a buggy mess, people are going to be annoyed. True. True. Alright, so next stream, I might look at some videos of Fallout and like look into the lore and stuff, because I definitely missed a lot of what was going on with Caesar's Legion, and I'm a little bit curious about what was going on with what's his name, Joshua Graham as well. So we might just have a video night of sorts tomorrow, or maybe the night after that as well. And maybe following the Fallout playthrough, I might do the Dragon Age one. I do want to do some double checking about, like, terms of service with YouTube and Twitch playing Dragon Age, because I think that one had some pretty mature themes, but I'm sure it'll be fine compared to some of the other games that have been on the platforms. But, you know, just covering my bases. Maybe there's like some mods or something that I could use, or who knows. Fergus Urquhart and Chris Avallone were involved with both Fallout 1 and 2 and New Vegas as lead devs. That's why you said they're so close to it? Okay. And if not Dragon Age, then I might do Mass Effect, or perhaps a Dark Urge run of Baldur's Gate 3. Which, if I do a Baldur's Gate 3 run, I'm not sure that I want to deal so much with the combat and stuff, so I might like do like baby mode. I don't know, we'll figure it out. So, is there anything else you guys want to get off your chest about the playthrough, or some videos you guys might want to recommend to me? And if you guys do have video recommendations and we don't get to them, you could also put them on the Discord, or comment on the video for this stream directly, so that way I'll remember to put it in a playlist or something. Chadwick, you wouldn't be heartbroken to return to Baldur's Gate 3? Tell me, Chadwick, how do I break your heart then? Chadwick, that's why they put in the Wild Wasteland perk. It's a lot of the original humor of 1 and 2 in the random encounters. I see. Not everyone likes aliens with pictures of Elvis. True. Felt pictures of Elvis? Oh, God. All right, I'll hydrate, and then if we don't have anything else, I'll probably close out the stream, so stand by. Alright, everybody, if that's it, I think we'll go ahead and wrap up the Fallout playthrough here. I'll try to look up some videos for tomorrow's stream and then figure out what I want to play next as well. So, oh yeah, we also have the Stone Machia demo. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, that probably makes sense. So anyway, tomorrow I'll do some of the Fallout videos and see where that journey takes us. And then probably the Stone Machia demo after that, and then to be announced. So anyway, thank you all for joining me on this very lonesome road. I appreciate it very much having the company, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next one. So until then, take care, stay safe. Last Protagonist out.